Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, where we got quite an alarming email recently, which I'm going to read to you now. And it says, to the humans at Cracking the Cryptic, Rat here. I was shocked this week to find you had suddenly posted a plethora of rat-related puzzles. I am, of course, referring to Rat Run 1 Primer, the really approachable thermo Sudoku. Note the first letters of really approachable thermo Sudoku there. And the myriad of puzzles such as predicting the Euros result that have all the letters of rodent somewhere in them if you mix them up long enough. I have no idea these were coming up, and I'm astonished that I wasn't notified first. While it is possible that these submissions were posted together specifically to surprise and please me, I am instead choosing to be very angry that I wasn't consulted, because I like being angry. And I think I have a picture of the angry rat here. Now, where is it? Hang on a second. There. Look at that angry rat that we've been sent in the email. So, down to business. Down to business. I have been working on my own mazes for quite some time, but most were too difficult for non-rats to solve. However, the Discord server's monthly theme of Find the Path inspired me to continue working on the batch, and Marty's rat run has provoked me to finish my introductory puzzle and release it. I request you to solve Rats in a Maze #1 on the channel. It's brand new. Of course, this is only the beginning of the Rodent Revolution. And then it's signed Squeak Searly, Master Emperor Ditman Rat. Well, I mean, quite alarming, but we get a puzzle out of it, so we'll settle for that. Now, the Rodent Revolution may be underway, but I think there's still time for you to join our Patreon on one of the links under the video. Oh, I've forgotten to switch on my big light. There we go. And there you can, of course, check out our 600k pack and all the monthly rewards and everything that we post on Patreon. There's always loads, crosswords and stuff. Check that all out. It's great fun. There's all of our apps and our merchandise and Sven's Sudoku Pad. Do look at the links under the video. Remember, you may only have a certain amount of time before the Rodent Revolution takes hold, but in order to play friendly with the rats, I'm going to have a go at this Rats in a Maze #1 by Ditman Rat. Now, the rules, if you call up the link under the video, you will get the rules of the puzzle as written by Ditman Rat, but I have summarized those. Let's go through what Ditman says first. There are 9 rats in this maze. You can see their ears poking out. They look like 3s. Refer back to the drawing. They all want to escape the maze via the 4 exits located at the corners. However, this maze is more constricted than it looks. There are tall walls separating any and all 2 neighbouring digits that are non-consecutive. Thus, the rats can only traverse the maze by moving to orthogonally adjacent cells containing a number 1 higher or lower than the cell they are coming from. Fill in the maze so that every rat has a path to one of the 4 exits. Also, keep in mind the thermometers, which are strictly consecutive, meaning they only increase by 1 digit per cell. Normal Sudoku rules also apply. Now, to just state those as you can see under the video, I have reconfigured those to say normal Sudoku rules apply. The 3s represent rats, which can only move to orthogonally adjacent cells containing a consecutive number. Fill in the grid so that every rat has a path to one of the 4 corners, and along thermometers, digits increase from the bulb by 1 digit per cell. So that's a much more constraining thermometer rule than we normally get. Whatever that is 1 plus that, and that is 1 plus that. So give it a try. I am going to restart my clock, enter the lab rat maze, and let's get cracking. So. We're given all the 3s, of course, all the rats are shown. The thermos only ascend by 1. This is clearly very important, and this is a 5-cell thermo. The thing we know about it is that it doesn't go through a 3, because all the 3s are shown. Therefore, it is either a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 thermo. It's got to be. We only ascend by 1 each time. We might as well use this on the 4-cell thermo as well. There must be 1 extra degree of freedom in each cell. And if I was a real Goodliffer and going to pencil mark everything, I would put in the candidates for these 3-cell thermos too. Oh, look, I've done it. I'm not going to pencil mark the 2-cell ones because I'd actually think about it if they couldn't be a 1-2 pair. Now, this rat is oh, no, I was going to say he's got to go this way. Oh, okay, here's a thought. I was sort of looking at these thermos and thinking these rats can easily get out 3, 2, 1. Bingo. But they can't both go 3, 2, 1 because we can't have 2 1s in the corners at the top. So this one, I wanted to say he's constrained to go north, but he's not, because that can be a 4. Can it be a 4? Ah, okay, that's interesting. Look, this is lovely, actually. Look, this is really clever. If that was a 4, this thermo has to go 4, 5, 6. So you get 5, 6 placed in box 3. That's a 4. And then this thermo, which ascends 1 per cell again, goes 5, 6. And you would end up with a clash on 6s there. That's really clever. So this doesn't begin with a 4, and that is vital for determining where this rat goes. Let's get the pen tool out and depict its path. It goes to there now. It goes, because these can't be 4 or 2, and it must go to a consecutive digit. This consecutive digit can't be 4, or that would be 3. So this is a 2. That is now a 1, and obviously it connects up and gets out. So one rat has escaped the maze already. Now, this one can't be a 1 now. I am going to pencil mark it, as mad as that seems. It's not that crazy, because I'm quite interested. This rat now can't go that way or that way. Yeah, there we go. So it is quite useful to pencil mark that. This goes south, and that can't be a 2 by Sudoku, although we've only put 2 digits in the grid. One of them is helping. And this 4, you see, I wanted to say that it goes there. And the thing is, it either goes to a 5 in one of those positions, or it could link up with this rat here. In fact, I think we can draw a line here. And I'm doing that. I don't actually know which direction that line's going in. Either that rat is joining this rat in an escape route that continues in box 1, or this rat is joining this rat in an escape route which goes through box 2, which is quite funny. But I don't think that gets us very far, unfortunately. So we need to find some other rat that is constrained on its escape route, or work harder on the ones that we already have. So this rat has got out. Maybe we should give it a colour. It's an escaped blue rat. Is there something else? If that was 5, 6, 7, that's 4 or 5, 5 or 6. Okay, because that is 2 more than that, and that is 1 more than that, this can't be 1 more, 1 fewer, 1 less than that. But I don't know that that allows me to eliminate any actual digits. If that's a 6, that's a 4. If that's a 7, that can be 5 or 4, and 8 doesn't really constrain it at all. Okay, that's almost getting me information. These rats cannot escape through this thermo because you can't get up to those numbers in time. 4, 5 doesn't get there. Therefore, they have to come down. Well, no, they could go. Oh, there's a bishop's move thing here, isn't there? Oh look, all the rats are on the same bishop's move colour. Okay, I'll try and explain what I'm seeing here. I think this matters, and I could be wrong. I will almost certainly be getting rid of that blue cell in a moment. Yeah, look, all the rats are on the same set of diagonals in this puzzle. I think that's significant. So let's colour them green. The green cells, on any actual rat run that a rat is going to use to get out of the puzzle, because it always moves orthogonally, wherever it starts from is a green cell and is odd. Wherever it then moves to in the first move is a white cell and is even. Wherever it then goes to is another green cell and is odd, even if it goes back to the same digit. So, on actual paths that count as escape routes, the green cells will be odd and the white cells will be even. You can see that on the tiny bits we've sketched in. Anyway, what that means is that if this thermo is on any escape routes, it's only through the even cells that it would escape because they're white. Same for those 3 digits. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's not going to help, but it's a weird, interesting fact to me. This one doesn't get out through 3, 2, 1. In fact, this one needs to get onto a 2 or a 4. That can't be 2. It could be 4. That could be 2, but it can't be part of the escape route, actually. Because then you'd have to go to a 1 next. In fact, that would be a 1, and that couldn't be. So that 1 would then get stuck, because neither of these can be 2s, given their thermos. So if that was, the only place it could go to a 2, I think, is there. This can't be a 2 because that's not allowed to be a 1 by Sudoku. So if this 3 went to a 2, it would be there. The trouble is then I think that does work. It could go to a 1 in one of those positions, a 2 somewhere like there, and then actually join that rat in an escape run somewhere. I think maybe I'm going to have to just think harder about here. You see, I could easily have just gone, oh, that 4 is going to have to go, thought that this was an escape route and that's an escape route, that those rats start there and go here, and tried to find a 5 which has to be here. It can't be there because that would be another 4, and carried on. But I have had the thought about these rats coming here, and I'm going to have to try and eliminate that. Now, first off, this can't be a 2 because there'd be nowhere for 2 in the top row. So if this is the escape route, this is a 4, which deals with this a bit. Now. Right, okay, I am seeing something. There has to be a 5 in one of those cells based on this thermo. There has to be a 7 in one of those and an 8 in one of those, and there's a 7 in one of those. I don't think there's any digit that's forced into a box there, but this is interesting because this cell can't be a 5. So if we were escaping this way, you get to a 4 here. We just said it couldn't be 2. And the 5 that you would then have to get to, because you can't reach another 3, can't be there because that would be a 4, can't be there because there is a 5 in one of those cells, so it would be here. And that's quite interesting. So the rat, this putative escape route, has ended up with 4 and 5 there. And now look, this settles how this works completely. 6, 7, 8, 9 on that thermo. That becomes an 8, and that's a 9. Let's just see. And this is a 5. And that's a 7. There's no 6 in these cells then. So it's going to have to escape. It can't escape to a 4 here. In fact, 5 there has meant that that's a 4, and that's a 5. Oh, can I see one way around it? 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, an escape route running to the center of the puzzle is not intelligent for the rat. But it is possible. I mean, there's a lot of ramifications. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm not sure yet. If this escape route carried on, we go 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you've got 4 and 5 here. You'd have to carry on with a, well, that's 8. You'd have to come to a 7 here to keep going, I think. And 8 here. Ah, no, that can't be a 7. Oh, okay, it's complicated, but it does work. And I think you need to do this to figure this one out. So what I'm seeing is that if we went this way, that's a 4, that's a 5. That fixes this whole thermo as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember that's 7, because that matters. And 8, 7 there and 8 there. Now, 3, 4, 5, you have to come down to a 6 here. And now you can't come to 7 here. And you've missed 5, because that's on the wrong colour. So from 6 here, you'd have to go to a 7 here. But then there's nowhere to put 8. 8 can't go there because it's on this thermo. And it can't go there because it's over here. And from 6 here to 7 there means you can't go back to 6. And it doesn't work. That is complicated though. I mean, if these rats are looking that far ahead in the maze, I'm very impressed. But it does work, and it means the rat can't escape that way. So this 4 is turning into a 5 next in box 1, and that's got to be here. And by the way, 4, 5 are off that now, and 5, 6. And after that 5, well, we're going to have to go into a 6 next. And that is either here or here. If it's here, I don't know, 2 is in one of these cells. It's not on the bulb because the tip would be another 3. 2's up here as well. That's not really buttering any parsnips. Now, could 6 really be there? 7 would be here. 7's in one of those cells, so it would have to go this way, and surely it's going to get stuck again. That can't be an 8. If you've got 6, 7 there, that's 5, 4, 8, so that couldn't be an 8. You couldn't get away from 6, 7 there. You can't have 7, 6 here, it breaks that. No, okay, so this 5 has to go to a 6 there. Again, pretty complicated rat work there. And now, this can't be a 6. I'm pretty sure we're going to escape into this corner. 7 could, in theory, be there. 7 is in one of these 2 cells. Oh, this now has to be a 1, 2 thermo, because otherwise we're selecting from 7, 8, 9. That digit is 7, 8, or 9, and we've got a triple in the column. And that means this is either 1, 2, or 4, 5. I mean, I'm pretty sure this rat is going to run into that corner and get out. But anyway, let's not do that yet. The 6 looks across here, so we can take out the minimum digits there. Now, this can't be a 6 now, because both of those would end up being 7s. So the minimum digit has gone from that one as well. The 1 in row 2, simple Sudoku, is there. This is 7, 8, or 9, making a triple here. These are from 4, 5, 6. In fact, we've got that triple, we've got an 8, 9 pair in the top row now. So that's a 7, That's an 8 by the rule. That's 9. Now we can fill in this thermo by the rule. That's an 8. And we can fill in this thermo by the rule. And this has become, no, that's become a 7. I thought it became impossible. I'm wrong. Good. That's a 9. Okay, and the rat does get out up there. 2 rats get out up there. Good. Bye-bye. Now, that is a 2-6 pair. This is a 5-4 pair. Lots of the top 3 rows done. That's now an 8, and that does the whole of this thermo, which means that cells like those are not available on the rat runs. And this 3, we worked out it couldn't go that way because it can't get through this thermo. So it has to come down here to a 2 or a 4 there. Then it has, well, it can join up with this, but that, yes, it could go 3, 2, 1 into the corner. If it didn't, there's no point going to a 1, you can't go to a 1 here by Sudoku. There's no point going to a 1 here, because if that's a 2, that can't be, and it's stuck. So if it didn't join up with this and go 3, 2, 1, then you have a 4. In fact, either you go 3, 2, 1 and you have a 4 there, or you're escaping this way, in which case you need a 4 here. So this is always a 4. And that's now not a 4, that's not a 5, that's not a 6. In fact, this now sees 9 at the top. Oh, that 4-5 pair has resolved the 5-4 there. Yeah, don't forget to do Sudoku. It's often your best friend in these situations. That 4 is looking into the corner. Now, these rats now can both escape this way, so I can just draw the line here. And they've got out of the puzzle. As before, it doesn't really matter if there's another more circuitous route to rejoin that escape route, or a different escape route. As long as they can find one way out, that's all I'm looking for. That's a 2 by Sudoku. This is a 6-9 pair. This is a 5-7-8 triple. That's interesting here. We'll look at that in just a moment. That's a 1-9 pair. Right. 5, 6, 7, 8 triple, but 6 and 7 have to be on this thermo due to the stepping rule. So 5, 6, 7, 8 quad. Did I call it a triple? Whoops. That's a naked 9. This is a 1-2 pair. 7, 9. It's all got a lot easier since I got through the hard bit at the start. I wonder if that was necessary. 4 or 5 there. This is 1 more though, so 5 or 6, so we can fill those in. Now this rat can get out already, given those filled in digits. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We can fill in 7 and 8 there. That's not an 8. This one is an 8, definitely. 5 there, 7. We can fill in this thermo. 9 and 6 are done here. 1, 5, 9. We know where they all go, thanks to the numbers above. That's a 4 by the thermo rule. That's all the thermos filled in utterly completely, I think. 6 and 7 there. We are going to get Ditman Rat's puzzle done, I believe, now. 2 and 6 at the top are resolved. I wonder if there will be some deadly patterns left over that have to be resolved by the rat runs, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just fill in the puzzle, fill in the numbers, and then we have to just work out what the rat runs were. Oh, here's a deadly pattern that we're going to have to resolve, and here's another one. Okay, I got my answer swiftly there. Now, we've got 5 rats out of the puzzle yet. We still have these 4 to go. No, we've got 6 rats out of the puzzle. We have 3 to go. This one, well, the only consecutive digit it could possibly see is a 4 there, which resolves some of the escape route. Then it can join with this 3. Yeah, I don't know. Is that, well, it's not going to go to this 5 because it couldn't move on. So we've got to move on through this 3 cell down to a 2 here. And that is going to resolve the rest of the path. In fact, I can see how it does it for those 2 rats. I mean, there are probably other routes, but at least, well, there is one through this cell. But for now, they get out there. This one How is this going to reach the end? 3, 2, 1, and that path beats out. So 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is much more complicated, but I can see a way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5. This is the rat with the hardest work to do. Look at that. Its path to the maze corner is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's probably Ditman Rat himself down there, taking 13 cells out. And then when I put this 1 in, we are finished. Bingo. Although there's no solution link at the moment. Well, there will be when you play it. So, a fabulous puzzle, so clever. Pretty sure that's right. Well, it certainly works, so it must be right. And what an intriguing idea. And beware of the Rodent Revolution. That's all I shall say for now. Best if you keep your hand in by continuing to solve rat run Sudokus. Thank you for watching, and join us tomorrow for more. Bye for now.